That sudden start.
Oh man,
Couldn't finish a thought.
That is a cold start.
Put your thoughts live. Yeah. So tonight we're here to talk about flat Earth and why it's a real thing.
Shut up, Kyrie.
What?
He called you Kyrie. Got E. Irving over here.
Holla.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, everybody? It's Friday.
Yes, it is. Thank God. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah.
Just some other people that said they'll be joining shortly. So, the room will start, it'll start to fill up shortly.
I think Gord will be here eventually.
When are they ever on time? Damn. You say hang out. Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
I'm just going to casually show up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should associate with some more reliable people. Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Well, you were the last one to join anyway. You were late.
I was here before you click live. That's on time. That's all I care.
Exactly.
That's fair.
No, we Canadians do not like upsetting anybody, right? We don't,
Hey,
don't do that.
I'm always early for everything.
I'll start using y'all and embarrass myself.
Yeah.
Hey, you all.
Wes is always early and then leave early when it's time to go to bed.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. A lot of times. Yeah.
Wes is like an old man, can't hang out, can't up 10 o'clock. I gotta go.
Nope.
I want to petition. I want to put a petition together for Wes to get another job where he don't have to wake up early and just hang out with us all night.
Get on that, Wes.
I don't know. Do you really want to hang out with Wes all night?
Not really. I just thought that sounded good. So.
Man,
Yeah.
fuck y'all.
So.
Rose before employment.
Good comeback.
Right. Hey yo. So how's y'all week been, man? What's going on this week? What kind of craziness y'all got going on this week? Anybody?
Nothing much, just life.
Yeah.
Life.
Working.
Another week down, and got my weekend, and then another week to go next week.
Sounds like
put in for a bunch of my different vacation times for my short weekends and my long weekends coming up through August. So
I did the same.
Yeah. Put in for my BotCon vacation. Put in for my 8-day cruise vacation.
Where you going?
Look at you never working.
What happened?
Look at you never working.
I know, right? I put in for NJCC. Taking that Friday off.
Did you ask him?
Right?
Hold on. Did you ask him where when he said when he was talking about the cruise? Did you ask him where he was going?
Yeah, and then I got cut off.
Who cares? He's going to BotCon. He said BotCon. He said he's going to BotCon. That's all I care about. That's all I care about.
I will be there this year.
Yo, he gets to go to BotCon this year because he didn't get to go last year, and that's big news for me.
Since I joined this whole thing, I've before it was we were always doing TFCon. I hadn't missed one. Last year was the first one I missed.
We still allowed to say that?
What? Still allowed to say TFCon?
I thought it was the convention we no longer referred to the name of.
Oh God. We had Realm members representing at TFCon in LA.
No, we did.
No, yeah. And I believe we'll have Realm members on TFCon in Orlando this year.
Look, man, we need. I would really, really like to stop that shit because we go to think about it. We go to literally every con that we go to TFCon, we go to RetroCon, we go to NJCC, we go to BotCon, we go to all of them. Realm don't discriminate.
No, it ain't us. It ain't us.
It definitely ain't us. So
we know where the nonsense is coming from. We know where the nonsense is coming from.
I know exactly.
I'm not talking about it. I'm not going to name names.
It ain't nothing to talk about because here's the thing: the main purpose of these conventions is for all of us to have an excuse to get together and talk about. And
well, that's on our. That's us. That's
spend too much money.
That's on our end.
And we spend money.
That's what. That's on our end, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we go to these conventions. To, to get together, see each other, and hang out. Which is, if you have not been to one and you're thinking about this being your first one, just do it.
Yeah.
Exactly, Dante. That's the entire reason.
Mm-hmm.
Entire reason, Esteban.
Yeah.
Rusty, you gonna make your way down?
I'm gonna. I was talking to Derek about it a couple of days ago, and I'm gonna try. Like, it's not that far for me. What I said to him was, it's at work. Work for me sometimes. I've got a regular 9-to-5 job, but sometimes I end up getting involved in projects that just take off, and my hours double. Like, I'll go from like an 8-hour week to a 16, 20-hour week sometimes. Yeah. So I literally cannot. I will probably decide like 2 weeks beforehand, right, where I'll be able to say to my my management and that I'm not available.
I'm going on vacation
on this weekend, so do not expect me to be around and et cetera, et cetera. So it is a wait and see, boys, unfortunately.
Yeah. Translation. Rusty the mechanic will be there at BotCon this year. Don't let him, fuck the bullshit.
Derek's calling it. He's
gonna be there. He's gonna be there.
See, now I have to go because I don't want to make Derek look bad. So.
You don't. You damn right. You don't want to. So, what up, Joe?
Hey, Joe. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing?
What's going on, yo? Hey, yo. I heard that Joe's gonna be there too.
Already booked the rooms.
Nice. Last night also.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey man, look, we're gonna have a hell of a time, just like we did last year.
We always do. I mean, we have at the smaller conventions when we get together, we have a great time. But when at these bigger ones, it's always something always happens. Something's always going on. Like
you know how you don't go to certain functions until you find out certain people are going to be there. Is so and so going to be there? Yeah. Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm going.
No.
Then I'm going.
Hey, yo, is the realm going to be there? Yeah. All right, I'm coming. Yeah, that's how it's going. That's how it's going to get after a while.
And I mean, and this one for me is
mark my words.
It's so convenient. I ain't got to pay for a flight. I literally can I could take a train and be there in like an hour to the middle, like to that area of New Jersey from where I am in New York if I wanted to.
You can walk down there.
Hey yo, so let's take a survey. EE's gonna be there, Wolf's gonna be there, I'm definitely gonna be there, Joe's gonna be there, Rusty's gonna be there, Rock Jesus might be there, Dante
or BotCon?
BotCon.
I'm not going now.
You okay? Okay. Wes is gonna be there.
We'll work on that.
Esteban's gonna be there, Mango's gonna be there. I can't speak for Ricky yet. I'm working on Ricky right now.
We're trying.
Ricky's being fucking stubborn.
I'm 1,000% not going to be there.
Oh,
you being stubborn right now, and I don't appreciate
breaking my heart.
I bet you a Fans Choice release dead in around that time. I bet you come.
I bet you I wouldn't.
I definitely would.
You would. I bet you.
I definitely would.
I bet you. Okay, no. I got him right now. I bet you if Toddy Mac is going to be there, you would do everything possible to get there just so you can cuss at him.
Not even close.
Yeah, I'm calling it.
I would just send a video. Y'all play it
Is
for
Toddy
him.
Mac going to be there?
I don't even want to suck in the same stink shit air that man breathes. So.
He said, "I'll send you a video. Play this for me."
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Toddy Mac to get on the plane and go to Florida and put you on it. That's what I'm gonna do.
We could definitely talk about McFarlane a little bit. I wanted to know though. I know I shared a screenshot of a message that I saw across one of the Facebook groups I'm in of about Dead End supposedly coming out soon. I don't know if anybody saw that or they believe it or not, but I was just wondering.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it at this point.
Because of the person.
I'm the guy that says it. I'll believe him when his Metroplex comes out.
Right, exactly.
Same guy.
Yeah, it's the same guy. I'm like,
Lionel. Is it Lionel Hutz?
Yes, Lionel Hutz.
Yeah, I'm like,
I saw it in his group. He posted it today. I don't know if it was a sales pitch, like I got a couple left, and I hear they're coming soon.
Yeah,
but that dude always says he has the inside. I don't believe.
I feel like he works for ramen.
Yeah,
I want to
Sounds like he
rebrand
works
him.
for Ramen Toys.
I want to rebrand him as Lionel Putz. Like I don't even want to call him Putz anymore.
Burn.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Damn.
You got his ass, Ricky.
When he can fulfill the orders of the people that he hadn't fulfilled order yet, and they haven't gotten their shit or refunds in like 2-3 years, then he can come holler at me or post stuff that I can believe. But in the meantime, fuck that dude, man.
What is it?
Not fuck that dude. I'm not even gonna say that, but he got a lot to he got a lot to
Yeah,
answer for.
I've heard that there are people still waiting for those upgrade kits.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta run next door and put Luna in my neighbor's yard. I'll be right back.
We want video.
We want video.
We
want
want
video.
So I will tell you that I saw some other stuff that said Ben Coe, I think, and Marcel and whatever. Anyway, they both said that apparently the Asian shops are talking about it, right? But again, all of it is BS unless it came direct from fans, because he already said, right, in an email to somebody, right, that screenshot keeps going around, that it's going to be the end of the year. So why would you have TFCon LA not show Dead End, which everybody is freaking out about? And I don't know if you guys have noticed the name of my my square on the screen.
I noticed.
Where's my Dead End?
I mentioned it.
So because maybe I'm getting a bit angry here, but I am fucking angry. If it was going to come out
right there
and it's going to come out at the end of the year, why not show it at TFCon LA? And
See, that's the thing. If you read the guy's post, he didn't say it's coming. He's implying pre-orders are coming. So it's still not even something you'd have in hand this year. You'd just be able to order it this year.
Well, luckily I've got my
no.
On that post that I saw that same post from that guy, but in a different group than what you posted, Eric. Somebody made a good point on there, like, talking shit, but it made sense. They're like, if 4 people in these groups say that this Dead End is coming, one person will hear it and report it back, and then these places will open up a pre-order just because people are talking about it. Doesn't mean anything's happening until fans.
Exactly.
Show me a fucking.
Well, that's what I said. Like it almost sounded like just a sales pitch to get more pre-orders in. But he does say, yes, I think Fans Toys Bandit is coming soon, and my pre-order is open. That's how he worded it.
Oh, by the way,
I think it's coming soon.
You can get it.
And he goes, I have unlimited numbers available. First come, first serve.
Yeah.
Let
me get that money.
2026.
Yeah, exactly. So
define soon.
The source that is
exactly, Joe. Right?
Coming from
that statement is so vague. I think. Okay, that's thing number one, right?
Therefore, I am.
Soon. Okay, now it means nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the name on the post meant nothing from get-go. It didn't matter how you fucking phrase it from that point forward.
Right.
Now, if the thing is it's not coming from any clear sources, like all those weird one-off places are opening pre-orders. No place like that we know 1,000%. Not that they're not legitimate, because I've ordered stuff from them, but they're still kind of a little sketchy. Yeah. BBTS isn't putting up the pre-order.
Yeah. If KZ and TF Source don't got it up on it.
Listen,
remember, BBTS did put up people had pre-orders up for Trailbreaker on BBTS for years before it came out.
Fans Toys announced both of those and then pulled them back.
Yeah.
So they still fell within that realm. Fans Toys has not announced Dead End coming. They said you're going to get it eventually. That's all they've ever said.
Well, look, we all know we all know why the delay. What's the delay? Whether they'll ever tell us or not. The bots are too fucking heavy for.
So just give us Dead End and sell that shit separate, man. X-Transbot just did it with their Minotaur.
Well, they're trying. Yeah. Look, I will say this: I'm no longer in on Fans Toys, but if the wait means that when it does come out, it's sturdy and stable, I'd rather, as a collector, no matter any line, want that. I'd want that as opposed to just being like, "Look, here it is, what it is. We're gonna give you a shit product that's gonna fall over every 10 minutes."
Well, I don't want that. I want them to give me Dead End and then give me the frame later once they figure that shit out.
Well,
yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Right.
Yeah, there's some people that
at least we can have a completed team.
That's not a popular way of doing it because there were a lot of people pissed off when X-Transbot sold it separate.
No, I agree.
But that's-
and
but
fans
that's a
join-
different
But I
thing.
think at this point, people are hungry enough for the fans.
Yeah.
But I think that's.
So,
But I
check
think
it
it's different. That plus it's because it was Motormaster's trailer they sold separate. You know what I mean? It's like selling you Optimus Prime's trailer separate. They go hand in hand. It's not the same thing as selling you Dead End and saying, by the way, we're going to put out a frame later.
The reason why I think they could get away with putting out Dead End without putting out the rest is because I think most collectors, just from what I've been
bot
talking,
mode.
from people that I've been talking to at this point, are over it trying to be Menasor, and they're just going to use it for bot mode.
Yep.
Yep.
It's got the
It's for bot
nicest
mode.
bots out of all
They
of them.
have
That's what I'm doing.
no trust. They don't trust that this combiner is going to be Sable. You know, because those bots are fucking heavy.
I
shit.
skipped out
It's-
on the
it's-
other two ones because of this one.
So-
it's not even
That
it's
didn't
not
go
even
on
the
them.
stability part because the DX9 one is gorgeous and damn near perfect for what I want it to be. But the Fans Toys ones are great bot modes. So even before this whole dead end shit happened, I was already keeping them in bot mode anyways.
Well, that's you. Not everybody buys from every company. Like Green
that
Dead
sounds
End.
like a them problem.
Well, no.
Ricky's
most
buying
people-
everyone all the things.
Yeah,
No.
you know.
Right?
Yep.
Ricky is secretly Santa Claus.
Oh,
For myself. I'm gonna shit for nobody else.
Selfish bastard.
Yep. But like I've had the same argument with Shoki the other day. Like his Legends collections, he will only buy New Age. He don't give a shit.
All
Ask
right.
ask
That's fine.
Ask Rusty that jazz conversation we had. He will still swear that New Age jazz is perfectly scaled. And I'm like, yeah, for a midget.
No,
But
well, so
That's just
I
because he
mean,
doesn't want to mix and match.
I exactly, and I get it. I get people that don't want to mix and match. I do. And as far as scale is concerned, yeah, the
That's
New Age
subjective,
jazz isn't
yeah.
scale. It's just that the way they proportion the body, he looks a
Mm-hmm.
little short and stumpy. That's just my opinion. That's just my
It's-
personal opinion.
It's mine
I
too.
like
but
the proportions on the Magic Square Carbots better. So
people that I don't understand. Okay, like I never understood Mint and Box. Listening to Dom talk a few weeks ago really made me respect Mint and Box differently than I did before that conversation.
see,
But I still don't get the
I
not
love
mix
them.
and matching. Like I still don't get the not mix and matching. That's cutting off your nose to spite your face. Trying
No,
to put all your eggs in
that's-
one basket and hoping that one company does
Yeah.
a full run of everything you want. That's
I
stupid.
don't think it's
Dude,
cutting
we
your
did-
nose to spite your face. I think it's some people. You know, I'm a fan of this company. I don't like what this other company does, so I can be patient, and that's great.
We
I
all
wish I
we all
was too.
we
Because
all know
I
that-
buy fill-ins. I know I waste money when I buy fill-in figures. 'Cause
we
I
all know that. Sorry.
someone else is going. You know, like when I was doing this stuff, when I was in Masterpiece, anytime Fans Toys would have put something out, if I had it to car version, I was gonna swap it out anyway.
We
Because
all
I
know,
was a Fans Toys fan when I was collecting Masterpiece, so
all
eventually
know
everything
the-
would have been swapped out.
we all know the Mask Defender. We know him. We know that he is a diehard Fans Toys supporter. But even in his collection, he has more than just
Yeah.
Fans Toys.
Of course.
So you can be a diehard fan and still buy other stuff.
Look, I don't knock anybody for.
I do. Anybody
I know-
that doesn't
we
do
know
it the
you
same
do.
way I do it, they're stupid. There, I
We
said
know
that
you
shit,
do.
that shit's saved to the internet. If you don't do it like I do it, you're dumb.
We know you do. Look, it's your money. Buy what you want. You want to buy KOs? Buy KOs.
Nope,
yourself
not
up.
unless you got one of the original.
You know, don't matter. It don't matter to me. It's not my money.
Yeah,
It's not my
I think so,
pocket.
yeah.
I didn't work for your money. You know, you can spend your money however you want.
The way you spend your money is none of my business.
Exactly. And
Y'all
like, I
sound
mean,
like
I
you-
don't understand mint in box collectors.
At
I
all.
get it with what Dom
Yeah,
did,
that's-
and he showed
I
us.
don't.
But Dom's
I don't
That's
get it
different.
at all.
That's a
Yeah.
different beast. That's you're
That's
talking
special. Yeah.
vintage. These were vintage Transformers from the '80s that he showed us that are mint in box. That he's been
Oh,
collecting.
Graded with signatures.
You know,
and
that's
like,
different.
That's another thing. Yeah.
Being a mint in box Marvel Legends
No,
collector,
they-
I just a mint in box
You deserve to be
McFarlane
made fun of for that.
McFarlane collector. Now I'm just a little. I'm confused. I don't
You can't
get
even-
it.
You can't even get Mint in Box McFarlane because his shit got QC issues even in the box. So you can't even get Mint in Box.
Oh, wow.
That's stuff I don't get. You know, I saw a post in one of the groups I'm in this week. Guy was like, he does mitten box because he doesn't have space.
Look, boxes
And
take up space.
my comment,
They
my
take up more
comment
space.
was, you do know the figure outside of the box takes up less space than the figure inside the box. Like
You're
there's-
right.
Like
but
it's, I mean,
he's thinking about it from the perspective, if I take the figure out, what do I do with the box? That's what he's thinking right now.
maybe, but he had
The
all the
garbage
boxes.
can holds all shaped boxes.
Like he had a picture of all his boxes, like he built like a display wall of the boxes up the wall. Dude, take
Right.
him out the fucking box and buy some shelves. Look, I
Yeah.
just don't understand it.
I don't get it. Like, but the boxes with the windows where you can see the figure, I sort of get, right? Like the guy that he
Those
had
days are
only
over
one
now.
box, right? But
Yeah.
And those
Yeah,
days
defeats
are
the
going.
purpose.
I want to take it out. I want to play with it. Like seriously.
Now you're not even sure if that figure that you bought is in that box.
Look, if you're a man in box, look, that's another thing.
Can you imagine opening a box like years from now and like your Spider-Man box, but it's like something else?
We
doesn't
live
matter.
Or it's
If
better
you're a
than the
mint
main
inbox collector and it's
a fucking
windowless,
Space Jam figure.
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what's inside. It doesn't matter what's inside anymore. You're not going to open it anyway. It doesn't matter.
It does when it
Don't
comes time
complain.
for resale. Because if you're a
Well-
box collector and you sell me some shit and I open it, it ain't that fucking figure. I mean, you're gonna have a problem. I don't give a fuck how you talk about. I never opened it. I don't care.
Well,
Ricky, you okay, buddy? Do you need a hug? As a Canadian,
something.
I have
He
to
does
make
seem a little
sure-
worked up tonight. He does seem a little angry.
Fired up.
That's a
Ryan,
I'm eating
How are
dinner.
you?
Look, man.
that's a useless question because he always needs a hug. So
I'm eating dinner.
I mean, I am too.
So eating dinner makes you angry? I don't understand the correlation.
Oh, once he has his dinner, he's gonna
Somebody
feel
looked at his food weird.
I'm going to tell your
Jack.
wife that you don't like her dinner.
I'm the one
and
that
it made
cooked
you
it, so
angry.
now how you feel?
If there was only some way to eat this corn when it wasn't on the cob. Oh God.
Let me show y'all a trick I learned in Atlanta. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that.
Whoa.
I can already tell you're doing it wrong because you were like this. It should be like this. Damn,
God
Ricky.
bless.
Joe knows.
What's up, Brink? How you doing, man? I ain't messing with these people.
Yo, what up, Brink?
What's up,
Because
guys?
you all cut me off when I said hello to Brink the first time. But
Sorry, we didn't hear you, man. They were talking about me choking on corn.
what's up, Brink?
Ricky's got a gay reflex.
I'm good, fellas.
Mhm.
How's your
Yeah, I do.
How's your daylight savings week been?
Shit.
It
Oh,
fucked
my
with me
goodness.
Monday. I think it really.
Dude.
And I
Yeah.
usually don't notice, but I felt real out of it Monday and Tuesday this week.
I get up early enough. I never notice it.
Can I tell you guys that I got up on Monday and I didn't even know it had happened? Right? Because my phone updated automatically, my computer updated automatically, blah 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 blah. And then I was listening to the radio at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and the DJ on the radio made some offhanded comment about it, and I turned to my wife and I was like, Did we jump ahead with the clocks? And she was like, Did we? Anyway, it was so weird.
Yes,
What about
like
your
I don't.
VCR? Did you not get your shows recorded?
VCR.
Yeah.
Like I
It's like,
I
oh
don't
man,
work on
I meant to
weekends.
record Transformers, and instead I got Pokemon.
Mr. 20th
Yeah.
Century over here.
I had to reset my Betamax. It was crazy.
So I don't work on weekends, so it doesn't affect the losing the hour, gaining the hour. I don't lose any sleep.
Yeah.
I used to love when we went backwards an hour when I was young in my 20s and I was at the bar because it just meant another hour we got to stay at the bar. Because at 2 o'clock, then all of a sudden it became 1 o'clock, and we got more hours, and we would just But now, but this week, I don't know. I felt real out of it Monday and Tuesday. I don't know what it was.
It was fine for me in the morning when I go to work because it's already dark out when I go to work regardless. But baseball messed me up. Like we had a game and it started and the sun was still up. I was like, what the hell? And we had to worry about the sun setting in our eyes while we were playing and stuff. I'm like, we didn't have to deal with that just a week before.
Huh. I
Yeah.
didn't think it would be
It
the
fucks
sun
with me
in your
more
eyes.
whenever
Love
it
you.
starts getting darker.
I work from home most of the time anyway. I don't leave the house.
It's always dark. You got the curtains closed.
Exactly. Curtains are down. I'm sitting on my couch most days anyway. So it's
Dude,
like,
I'm in the same boat. Like But I'm with you. Like, there's like since COVID happened and that, man, my perception of time is right out the window. I don't know what time it is anymore. I don't know how long things take. I'm completely
Honestly, my job, like I've worked the entire way, so it's never really like it. Nothing's changed on my end. So
yeah.
You didn't get a break,
working
Joe.
from home.
Nah, not even a Kit Kat bar.
It definitely fucked with me more than I thought it would.
I woke up and thought, I was like, yo, why am I up? I went back to sleep.
Yeah, because you were.
I went back to
early.
sleep. I was just like, okay. Yeah, I woke up. I was like, because I have an old style digital clock that's on my nightstand, so it doesn't adjust automatically. So I was like, oh, okay, I still got time. Nope.
I still have an analog.
The only clock I got a manually adjust is my car.
Here's what's messed up. I work from home too, and I was late to work.
He told us that.
You know, that's funny.
Yeah, Wes, that happened to me. I went to the office on Wednesday, and I got my car for the first time since the time change.
Well,
I'm like, what time is it? I'm like, wait a minute. Got up, took a shower, got dressed. It's like that didn't take me 2 hours. What the fuck?
Well, I don't drive my car during the week, so freaking I haven't used my car all week to change it around yet. So
You use work vehicles?
yeah, I drive my work truck back and forth. That one has a clock in it, but I keep the radio off because I'm always listening to freaking podcasts and YouTube and shit during work. So I never have that stereo on, so nobody have to see that clock.
Yeah, I always have the one clock that doesn't change, which is the clock on my stove. And it's funny. It's like
I had to change the clock on the stove.
Go in the kitchen. I'm like, wait a minute. How many cups of coffee have I had? I was like, I'm running behind today.
We have one of those dial clocks on the wall in the kitchen also, so I had to change that.
Yeah, I have one of those too, but the batteries died on it, and
it's just
it's a pain in the ass. Well, it's a pain in the ass because like it's one of those big ones, and it's a pain in the ass to like you take it off and choose the battery. Then it's a pain in the ass to like line up the one hole in the back and the center of it with the nail that you have in the wall, and you're like, did I get it?
Oh yeah,
did I get it? So I just like fuck it.
It's been 2:15 in your house for years.
It's right twice a day.
Exactly. Yeah. Did you guys see that stuff about TF Source putting that stuff up about like what was it the MP13 accessory? I don't want to say the word because I don't want the video.
I heard all about it.
That, you know what I'm talking about?
I did not. Can someone catch me up?
Oh, so it was they put an accessory up for MP13 that's a jacket for the bad people that started the Second World War.
Really? What?
Yes.
Yeah. And there was something, and there was a jacket for MP13, and I like a couple of weird
MP13. That's Soundwave, isn't it?
That's Soundwave, right?
Yeah.
So, and I had a couple of weird thoughts. I was like, so first, I was like, people are still making accessories for MP13. Why?
Right.
And
that was up there for a while,
and it's
right?
a jacket.
Yeah, and it's a jacket, right? And and then my secondary thought was, and it's that really?
Yeah.
Soundwave,
So,
are you
anyway,
cold? Do you need a jacket, Soundwave? Let me know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
until you just told me about it, I had no idea what the situation was. But all I saw was the post that they put up, the release they put up in regards to it, and apologized for it.
Okay, all right, I remember this.
Well,
I
thought that post was in regards to the guy that put out the.
I thought it was the stuff that had the iron cross.
Same guy.
Same guy.
Okay.
He's the one who threw the bad word across that one picture so people wouldn't share it, and it still got shared. And he also designed that one bot that was a leg bot, and he also did this jacket. So it was like a whole bunch of stuff at one time.
Question: did the jacket have?
It had the Hydra. It had the Hydra symbol, the red band Hydra, but not Hydra symbol on it.
Okay, but it didn't have the Iron Cross or.
No, it had the full-on broken cross.
Infamous.
It had that one. It
It had the no doubt about what it's supposed to be.
The worst thing that you.
It wasn't a German military jacket. It was a very specific branch of the German military.
The incomplete pinwheel symbol.
Yes,
gotcha.
that one.
Okay, because like the old He-Man figure used to have an iron cross on his chest.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking, and I know the iron cross has been.
I don't think that one's the same thing because that's
what I was wondering. Like, because I haven't seen it. So, what the fuck is wrong?
Like why?
I don't know what. I don't.
Did TF Source at all apologize for putting a stupid accessory up for sale?
Yes, they did.
They did.
They apologized for putting that accessory up and for putting up another one of his things after he had been out of his band.
Just in general, soft goods for Transformers. Did they apologize for that?
Wasn't that coming up for a really long time?
Like,
no.
But the thing that impressed me the most is the way they went about posting it. They didn't go into detail about what it actually was. They acknowledged the fact that it happened. They wanted to immediately address it, and they apologized profusely for it. And it was something that you standardly see that in a lot of companies because they want to save face. But because how TF Source rolls and their staff rolls, you know that it was gonna get addressed because it was not immediately caught. Now,
I don't understand.
I like to think that
makes it.
No, go ahead.
So they have their own people, right, or people that they basically so these people are basically watching the mailbox, right? TF Source's mailbox. Hey, this thing is now available for you to purchase. And they will take the pictures and the details. They will create the website product, right, whatever, and post it. So whoever it was that saw this did not understand what it was they were looking at.
I don't believe that.
They just did their job. I'm with you. I'm like, I don't care how old you are. If you are at least 20 years of age, you know what that symbol is.
Well, that's the thing, too, is it wasn't very blatant. You had to zoom in on the picture to see it because it was in a packaging. So
everybody, obviously, you guys noticed it right away, and other people noticed.
So I never saw it. I just saw the post, and then I started poking around.
Yeah, I know about it from the post.
That's how
I never saw it because I'm not searching for jackets for Soundwave.
Exactly.
Those kind of jackets too.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
I have a dog in that fight, so.
I'm just saying. I am just saying. People noticed it, right? Obviously you need to
because somebody
adjust.
Readjust
the way you let these products make it online.
Well, true, but would you think? If you're like, oh, here's that one, it's a jacket for Soundwave, which is odd, but would you also think to be looking for that?
No, but I think now going forward, you need to make sure that when you get these pictures and you give them a little bit more of a thorough look. I'm not blaming TF Source for it. I'm just surprised that made it through.
And more importantly, to me, it's surprising that guy's stuff got through without being flagged because he had already gotten in trouble a while back for the big bad no watermark on his picture.
Yeah, I had never heard about that either.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know nothing about that.
I vaguely rember it. It was a while ago, I think.
Yep.
I guess I pull my news from reputable news sites.
So what was this other thing?
Well, he had thief news. He had a lunch bag special that he was sharing a picture with somebody, like a friend. Like if I sent you a messenger while you're not podcasting, of course, but if I sent you a messenger and it had a picture in it of something I wanted you to see but not be able to share with anybody, I'd just tell you, hey, don't share it with anybody. Or I'd blur it out or something. Well, this guy, his genius idea was, I will put this word that nobody should ever say in a watermark right across the middle of the picture, so nobody would ever have the balls to share this picture around. Well, unfortunately, he doesn't understand how the internet works. He immediately shared it around.
Gotcha.
But didn't he have it translated into Chinese or something though? Wasn't it?
It was. He wrote it out in English, but in Chinese, supposedly it was a generic word.
Oh, I see.
Right. So he understands exactly how the internet works because his cleanup was he put something so offensive on it that no one would want to share.
People are going to share it.
Yeah.
Come on now. Now people are gonna share it just because you put that on
Yeah.
it. So you just
So that happened.
it was a reverse situation.
They're
Yeah.
gonna try and cancel
So that
your ass.
That happened a little while back, and like he made like some big apology. He's trying to explain it away. Da 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 da. So it kind of died back down again. But then he's the one who popped up with this jacket and that transformer that turns into a leg for something. And it's the same guy. So as soon as people saw that, they hit up TS Source and told him, "Look, this is this dude." And they sent him all this back information, and that's when they pulled it down and apologized for having some racist person stuff up there.
Yeah. So I watermark all my pictures now with Wolfie's face. So
Yeah, nobody wants to see that shit.
Nobody wants to see that.
That's like the most offensive.
That's
thing you
more
can ever
offensive
do.
than the other thing.
well, you'd be surprised how many hits you get on P Hub with it.
Oh,
Well played.
Damn.
You paid for my car. I appreciate that.
That hurt.
Joe got him.
So,
That's my dude.
Got his
so
ass.
I wanted to ask another question, and you guys can tell me we're not going to talk about that. It's fine. And because Derek, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm eating.
It's all good. So I noticed in the Facebook groups when people started talking about this thing is racist, offensive, and whatever, some people started calling out TS Source for selling jive and saying that was racist.
Some people, I heard that going around with using that jive, like jive turkey, and it was
Really?
I heard that when it first came out. When it first came out.
Hold on, Ricky.
Eric's there too. Okay, good.
Let's let Derek address that situation.
Yeah, because I was curious because the only time I've ever heard it used was in the airport movies, and I was a young white guy, never really put two and two together. Although it was two black guys talking jive and that. It wasn't until somebody said that I went, oh, that's interesting. I never considered that word would be offensive. So I'm curious from your perspective, Derek and Eric, is that offensive?
Derek,
and we do not have to talk about this. If you guys don't want to talk about this, say we're not talking about this. And
Look. That word is used in slang everywhere,
right?
Across all cultures. It ain't just us. Like jive turkey. You hear it. You've heard that slang in the 70s, the 80s. That's where we came up from. What you're not going to do is, see that term used now because of all the slang that's been cut out from everywhere now because of this whole cancel culture bullshit. And it's just like, okay, I'll put it to you this way: the word jive is not the same. Will never be the same level as the N word.
Right. Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. No.
My thing, when people
I'm not looking at that word that way because it's
I don't
not
think
derogatory towards a person or a type of person.
Mm-hmm.
That's another way of saying when you say you jiving, that's another way of saying like you lying or you bullshitting or stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's when that first started happening a little while ago. The first thing I thought of was the Bee Gees had a song called Jive Talking, and them three white dudes from England, and they're literally just talking about sitting around bullshit. They literally had a whole song.
But at the same token, though, like they got that because they did spend time amongst black soul singers, and there's that and other. So that's where they picked it up from. I mean? And people appropriate other people's culture all the time, especially in the United States. Like that's a part of getting to know someone else, especially if you grow up around them or spend a lot of time, you begin to start to talk like them. Like how many people picked up Bobby-isms, right? Like there's certain things that Bobby say that you hear people say all the time.
The United States is a giant melting pot. It's just what it is.
That's all it is.
I mean, look at Elvis. Look at Elvis, where he got his inspirations from.
Right.
So where he grew up in the people.
That's a whole different story.
But
let me say this too. Now
he fixed it, so I give him credit for that.
Yeah.
So the word, okay, so let's getting back to jive.
Yep.
In the way that Fans Toys used it for their jazz. Right. As you all know, jazz was voiced by a brother.
Right.
Yeah, Scatman Crothers.
Scatman Crothers.
Right.
So, and Scatman Crothers grew up in that era, came up in that era where that word was prevalently used.
Right.
So when they came out, that was it was absolutely an homage to him. So if anything, I actually loved it even more because of the name that they gave it, because it was so appropriate to me.
Yeah.
You know, so
and
yeah.
that was the way that I took it when I saw. That was the immediate connection that I made. Was that's a shout out to Scatman Carruthers. It completely makes sense. These idiots who are saying that this is offensive, right? We're using that as the argument that you are offending that a black man voiced that character and you using a black term, right? Or a slang, right, term that is offensive to them. And I immediately went, that guy's got to be white. Like,
I was going to say,
absolutely.
You know, I was going to say, a penny will get you $1 that it was all white people saying that stupid sounding shit.
So let me elaborate. Let me elaborate a little bit on that, if I may. EE, is it okay?
Yeah, no. I'm just going down a little bit.
Yeah. So to elaborate a little bit on that, one thing I seen that as was a smoke and mirror type deal, or a person creating a straw man argument. And you know what a straw man is, right? Somebody creating an argument about a point that, you know, for our listeners, someone's creating an argument on a point that no one raised. So that was a way to kind of divert from the real issue at hand and say, but what about this? It's whataboutism all over again.
Right.
It had nothing to do with that. That was just somebody trying to bring up something else.
100% agree. There is a fine line between oversensitivity and respect.
Yep.
A lot of times it's blurred these days, and people are I think, can be a little overly sensitive. And there are people who are making things up just for, fake outrage.
There are people
selective outrage. As Chris Rock said,
that's
selective
hold
outrage.
on. That's not selective outrage. That is
but it's
outrage.
what I'm just saying. Like, these are just not that particular thing, but these are things that people are doing nowadays. I literally, and I was talking about it with I took it to a Brink last night, and Dom. I saw a video of a woman who was trying to claim that the air conditioning in offices is sexist.
I've heard this argument.
Fuck.
Because it's catered to the men and how they feel in the office, and not the women, because the women are always cold, but the AC is always high, so they don't care about the women. It's sexist, and it
until they hit that age.
Okay, so
no, I'm not about to talk about. No, I'm not talking about this. No.
I'm gonna make.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I can say something, but we'll get in trouble.
No.
I think we just on the line.
Look, the only reason why I say that, because Sean is sitting right here. She's like, go on and answer this question.
Don't get
you're right.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
The thermostat is always an argument in the house with me and my wife. It's too cold. No, it's not. It's too hot. It's too cold. She wants me to turn it up. I want to turn it down. So I mean,
we try to have that argument, but I tell my wife all the time. I'm like, dude, I'm hot as hell. She's like, you can't turn the air down. I'm like, I'm sleeping under just a sheet and I'm still hot. You're piled underneath 3 thick ass quilts with 2 dogs underneath there with you. Don't tell me about your hot. Kit Lindsay in Florida. It's ridiculous. And she's sleeping under all that with 2 little dogs that are like little heaters and everything. And then she's talking about I don't understand why you're so cold on it. I'm like, because you took all the heat to that side of the bed. All I got is a little sheet, man. You need to do something different. Like, it's crazy.
I agree. That the internet is full with a lot of people that get offended on other people's behalf.
Yeah. And that's I think that's a mistake. Like, I don't think, I'm gonna just use as an example because we're kind of in that little territory. Me and Eric, we're tight. Like, that's my dude. So I don't think I should be the one that I like. The one that I like.
Eric B.
Yes, the one that I like. I said that the first time.
The one that everybody likes.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So,
thank you.
So I don't feel the need to be offended by something I hear for him. If something is said on me,
because not everybody, but okay.
if somebody says something that is offensive, Eric will let them know, and then I can have rage because then you've offended my friend. I don't think I should be the one jumping out on primary there going, I'm offended for you. Eric, aren't you offended by this? I think that's where people mess stuff up, is let Eric be offended, and then me as his friend, I have his back. Now we're offended. I don't need to be. By the way, hey Eric, you should be offended by this. Eric's a grown ass man. Eric will let me know when somebody steps out of line.
Yep, that's a good point. Yep. That's a great point, actually.
Yeah,
you got to treat people how they want to be treated, not how you think they want to be treated.
No, exactly. And I had it was funny that I was kind of looking forward to tonight because I actually wanted to talk about this, but a buddy of mine at work, we were chatting about something, and this sort of came up in a different manner, but his family's from the Philippines, and he went to a wedding like last month, and they were at the wedding, they were in traditional Philippine Asian garb. I can't remember what he called it. But somebody at the wedding who was white complained that the other white people at the wedding were also dressed in this traditional garb at the wedding.
Oh my god!
And I'm going, are you kidding me? Why?
Because people are fucking stupid.
Why are you offended for those people? If those people are offended, they'll let you know. Right, but you don't need to be offended for them.
And how do you know they weren't asked to wear that? How do you know they weren't asked?
That was the point. They were part of the fucking wedding party.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Come on now, people.
Whatever.
I think Brink hit it right on the head, though, is that there's people who are just looking for attention.
Yep.
And they it's like, oh, this is my moment. I have arrived. I can get it all.
Thanks.
Which the problem is that takes away from the real issues. Then
100%.
Then when something really does pop up and it is important, it's all watered down. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Like, you've been bitching about this shit for 6 months on the internet. I don't care about something that really just actually happened today. I'm done with this conversation already because I'm burnt out for the last 6 months of it.
It started with with things like YouTube and Facebook where people could put videos, but with like the explosion of TikTok where now you could just literally make a 10-second quick video with no and just post it and just get shared everywhere. It's even worse now.
I think we've talked
these are
about
the same people that when you're on Facebook, you see those MCU fans are mad. What MCU fans are mad? Or MCU fans want this character, this person. You have like 3 people who might have made this comment, and then you have another. Then you have some news site that wants to run with.
It's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Eric, you just muted out, buddy.
Oh, did I? Oh,
no.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
It cut out when you were saying that 3 people.
Oh, you have it's the minority of angry people.
It's the vocal minority. Yeah.
The vocal minority that is getting the majority of the views and the news and the playtime over things like this, especially I think in our community also. It's the 2-3 people who got the bad Marvel Legends figure as opposed to that are complaining up and down as opposed to the other 5,000 that didn't have a problem.
I feel like you're taking shots at me because I said fuck McFarlane. I feel like you're making this.
Oh no! I want to definitely. I want to rip. We're gonna rip into McFarlane in a bit. So I have some things to say about what he's doing right now.
I'm down for that shit.
But
hey man, just give me my Batmobile and stop playing, yo.
Which one? The $10 play school one? Which one you getting?
No, that's $60, John. It's getting.
So you want the soap bottle?
I'll take it. have you guys messed with that bike from the White Knight?
That thing's nice.
Yeah, the bike is nice. The bike is nice.
Yeah, the bike is nice.
The bike is nice. I just think. All right. Maybe my issue isn't with McFarlane. It's with the posts going on now.
Yes.
Of trying to compare what McFarlane is putting out with this Batmobile as opposed to the Ghost Rider
project.
Yeah. And you can't compare the two. And that's what's aggravating me and just kind of wants me to see McFarlane fail. For no reason either, because I do buy his stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Several YouTube videos pop up already talking about this.
I do buy all his Arkham Batman stuff, right? So I'm not against McFarlane.
He wants that toy line thing to fail just to shut up those stupid idiots making that.
Wait a minute.
Tell me you don't feel that way sometimes when you hear people like Ramen Toys. I've never bought nothing from them, but I'm so tired of people talking about Ramen Toys and their nonsense and their bullshit. I want this company to fail. I watch him.
He's a true New Yorker, bro. He's a true New Yorker.
You know, I like he does. He hops on one of these guys. I won't blast the YouTuber's name out, but he does a show every once in a while. He pops on there with him late at night, and you hear this dude from Ramen Toy talking, and so yeah, he sounds like a greasy used car salesman.
Dude, I've told you that. Like, even watching his videos, I pat my pockets to make sure my wallet ain't get took because he just sounds like he's trying to get out on everybody.
I gotta say, I'm sorry.
I've got some stuff from Ramen, and the only thing I don't like is like the DHL shipping. It just shows up, and like, oh, you need a signature, and if I'm not home, I'm not home. But that's it. Everything else from Robin, I've had no issues. I
can't wait for the Brainstar stuff to drop.
So.
I just have to ask one question, and this is for Ricky.
Hey man, first of all, what kind of pizza you over to eat?
Oh, he's eating shitty Papa John's probably.
Papa John's.
No.
So time change? Is that why everybody's eating so late?
Hey Ricky.
Yeah, what I do?
You still keep your wallet in your pocket?
Yeah. You think I'm gonna leave my money laying around when anybody can just snag it? Yep.
You know that causes back issues, right?
Yeah, if you keep it in your back pocket. I didn't say it was in my back pocket.
Oh, okay. I understand. And for the record, I'm eating chicken wings
from Papa John's
with that good mumbo sauce
from Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop.
No, it's carry out
Sheets.
You're eating gas station wings?
Mumbo sauce on the wings.
Gas station wings? What is it, Wawa in Jersey? Wawa in Jersey?
Instead of y'all having to endure watching me eat them, I have myself off camera.
Fresh wings from the Exxon station.
I was eating a ribeye. I'm sitting there eating a ribeye off the grill, man. I ain't trying to.
Okay. Well, flex on them there, Ricky.
Yeah, but
when I was in Little Rock, Arkansas. When I was in Little Rock, Arkansas for work, they had a gas station across the street from the first hotel I stayed in.
Yeah.
And they had this little weird bullshit pizza shop on the other half of the mechanic shop. I've just never seen nothing like that before. I was like,
it's probably
we literally had like the shop with the lift and whatever they were selling in the same wide open area, but then there was a pizza shop.
Man, what kind of grease they using in that pizza?
Right. The mechanic.
Yeah.
The mechanic come in there to order something to eat. The mechanic come in there to order something to eat. And then he go, hey yo, can I get a plate of wings? And then the other dude going, can you go wash your hands? All that oil on your hands. Go wash your hands before you get
I'm saying, like, what about all that oil on them wings?
The oil, the fuel.
After he fixes his transmission, he goes and makes your pizza.
Yeah, like I was like, I will not be ordering pizza from here.
Gas stations down in the South, bro, are a different culture.
Yeah, they are.
Like, I learned that. I learned that.
Most of the time, like, and more times than not, they do have good eating spots next to these places because of the truckers and stuff like that.
Yeah, no. And
some of them are in the places. Like, you go in these little hole in the wall, little I can't even say it. I don't even know how to say it. These little spots that'll be around.
Greasy spoons.
They got some truck stops.
No, a greasy spoon in a whole restaurant. I'm talking about in the gas station. Like, here's the cash register with the lotto tickets. Right next to it will be a hot box that'll have like freaking like chicken in it and gizzards and shit like that in there. And that'd be some good ass eats in those things sometimes, man.
Dude, some of the best fried chicken I had was at the gas station, like a mile from here. Yep. Like, it was like juicy without being greasy. Oh my god, it was good.
I'm telling you, man, it's a whole different culture down there, bro. Especially
I didn't know you were a mechanic. Huh.
Shut up. No, but to double back to double, I work in a dealership, but that's a whole different story. To be fair though,
he's the boss.
I gotta give EE credit, bro. Like for him to just come out flat out, honestly say, "Look, I hate him for nothing other than the fact that I just hate him." It's gold.
That's a queen spitefulness, man. They just spiteful motherfuckers over there.
That is gold, bro. Somebody
Player hater of the year.
But at least it's not some made up bullshit reason.
Right?
Yeah. I do have to give him that. He'll come straight at it. Like, see, I like everybody jokes and makes fun of me talking shit about McFarlane, but mine is a very personal reason why I don't like that guy.
You have a valid reason, and I get it. I don't have that same trepidation because I never ran through anything like that, but I get where you're coming from, and I can see.
But I'm not over here going. I'm not over here like those other people that got that one bad, fans toys going. Well, all fans toys are trash now. No, mine was a bad situation.
No, that shit's stupid.
That guy. Therefore, fuck that guy and fuck his company. That doesn't mean he's putting out bad shit. His first couple waves were not great. I admit I own a couple of them. Like one of them I really like from the first wave, and then the rest of them I don't. But I talk in my wallet. Fuck that ugly thing. No, I got the one that I do like is the armored Batman, that one with the red lines on him and stuff, with the big shoulder spikes and all that shit. Like I got him, and that's cool.
Ricky, believe it or not, I came across another person on YouTube that hates McFarlane for the same exact reason you do.
Yep.
And they call it bait and switch with the the things.
The Kickstarter.
Yep.
That's whack, dude. That's totally whack. I get
And
it.
see, in mine is I speak with my wallet. Now I will talk shit about what he did, and I will say fuck him and this, that, and another thing. But I won't buy his stuff because I talk with my wallet. If I feel like somebody did me wrong, I'm gonna get him how it hurts him. It might not hurt him that he's not getting my 1 penny in his multi-million-dollar thing, but that's 1 penny less he getting. You know what I mean?
So a lot of people complained when this figure came out, and I mean they were wild by the transformation. But
which one? I don't see it.
Fans Toys has bait and switched us too. So remember when
what figure are you talking about?
Yeah, there's no figure.
Motormaster. Y'all remember when the Motormaster came out? Fans Toys. That gray is a totally different color than what was advertised.
Yep.
Same thing with Takara and their Skywarp. Same thing. That purple is a totally different color than advertised. Somehow those two companies got a pass, and I don't know. Maybe it's because the transformation on Road King was prolific, but that Skywarp that was a bait and switch if I've never seen one a day in my life.
But here's the thing: is I don't consider that the same because you could have seen pictures of it in hand before you gave Takara your money, so you really didn't get bait and switch. McFarlane literally took our money, closed it, you could no longer get refunds, and then changed everything that you had paid for. That's
so yeah, you could have asked for a refund. I would give you that, but some people pay for their pre-orders up front, Ricky. So now
that's true.
It was a bait and switch for a lot of people. And some of those in-hand images didn't happen until after people already had their product.
Right. Well, then I feel like those people should be raging against them like I rage against McFarlane because, I don't know, man, you owe me
for some reason.
I don't know why that is, man. You get me for a penny and I will talk shit about you for the rest of your life until I get that penny back.
Hey, Fans Toys hasn't got my money since they freaking haven't given us dead end.
I don't know why that is, man. Well, I think it's a little different. Like I said, I mean, if I was still collecting Fans Toys, I'd be upset that I want my dead end, but if it's because you're trying to get it done right, in the end, I'd rather have it done right than not. If this thing comes out and it's a fucking mess about it. If this thing comes out and it's a mess, that's a whole nother story.
I think
they haven't said shit about it, so fuck them.
Hold on, I think you're right, but I think the biggest problem is they've gone quiet about it. Fans Toys has not said shit. Nothing.
Yep.
Fans Toys has never been great on there.
We're assuming it's because they're working on the skeleton. We're assuming this. We're assuming that. We're assuming they don't want to separate out into another piece because they have not said jack shit about this.
They've never been great with that anyway, to be totally honest. So it's nothing new with them being radio silent.
But and again, I can't see how that's still a plausible reasoning anymore when they've now shown you that they have the Superion frame done. Those bots weigh a fucking ton. So do the fucking ones for Minosaur. So if they can make that one work, then they shouldn't be that hard.
They're trying to make this one work. I mean, look,
The
you're gonna get
Superions
it.
were done since day one. They all were. The prototypes were all done from day one. So,
but what I'm saying is
prototypes,
Superion was
loosely-
further back. Superion was further back. We only got 3 Superion bots. We only got 3 of them. We got 4 of the Minosaurs.
Yeah,
So we're
but they
just waiting on that
showed
one
all
bot.
5 Superion bots very early.
But I'm
And
saying
haven't
they showed
given
the
us
frame
updates.
now.
And they haven't given us update renders of. It was last year we got the updated renders of the Superion.
Yep, they showed you being able to use it as a flight stand. They showed it as like a base mode, and they showed it in Superion mode. Like they showed the whole Megillah at this point. But that's what I'm saying is they jumped the line. Superion should not be in front of Minosaur at this point. Minosaur's almost done except for that one bot.
And well, it's a different. Well, remember they're probably trying to figure out how to get them leg bots to clip on. Remember those leg bots clip on a.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a guy
leg.
who 3D printed clips to put them on DX9. It can't be that goddamn difficult.
Do you want 3D printed clips though? Is that what you want from fans?
I don't want Minosaur from fans. I just want dead
But
end.
there are people who do.
Fuck them people. Give me my dead end.
Man, fuck you. I want that Minosaur.
Fuck you. Go buy the DX9. It looks better anyways.
I wish I did do that at this point.
That's a good bot. That's a good bot.
Isn't DX9? Did I see that they're re-releasing like a box set or something? Or
That'd be funny as shit.
That is the rumor.
Yeah, that would be dope. That'd be dope. I'd definitely
box
get
set is
that.
coming.
I told EE, man, I was really hoping at this last TFCon, I was like, wouldn't that be the fucking craziest shit if Fans Toys all of a sudden announced that they were going legend scale just like fucking XTV did, and the first bot they put out would be a mini dead end. Like that shit would I would fucking laugh my ass off.
Well, Fans Toys is new age.
That would be dick.
That shit would be funny. Be like, y'all been asking for dead end. Here he is. You didn't say you had to be masterpiece.
No, they're not.
That would be dick.
That's a good rumor to start.
I would
That's-
laugh my ass off.
That's my opinion. Fans Toys is.
That'd be crazy.
I'm starting to rumor
That is
that
good.
Dead End's coming in the next rock box. That's what I'm gonna start.
There you go, Break.
There you go. Hey, speaking of though, did you guys see Lionel's post?
Yeah, that's what started us on this conversation.
Yeah, we was talking about that earlier.
My bad. I was late to the party.
No, you're good, bud.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
No,
And
at
we
least,
were
at least
just
you
saying-
finished eating before coming on the show. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice of you.
Unlike
What'd you try
some
to say?
people.
At least I had my camera off.
You should have kept it on.
This-
We could have made
This
money.
time, this time I had my camera off. I mean, I was the only thing I wasn't was I wasn't muted, but you know, you still couldn't hear me too.
You could make those. What is that? The AMSR
God,
video.
man, don't lie. How you knew I knew you was eating? How do you?
Yeah,
think
we
I
heard
was
you.
eating?
We heard you sucking your fingers on this motherfucker. Don't be lying out on yourself.
I just knew that was pizza the way you was chomping on that boy.
No, it was. Nah, we ended up having pizza yesterday. And that
Papa
mother-
John's
I had
again?
pizza yesterday.
Where we had trash ass Papa John's yesterday. That's-
Bro,
that's
you be
terrible.
better off
Man, you gotta get that
getting
pizza from
Tony's
the
frozen pizza.
Dude,
That's the only pizza that. And you know what? And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
Yep.
right.
That's
Dude,
a good
I
frozen
get
pizza,
the
bro.
next time I'm getting some DiGiorno's and just calling it a
my neighbor
DiGiorno's
needs
or some Tony's
Bring you down
or
some
some
Tony's, bro.
Red Baron.
Red
I'm
Baron.
not gonna go
Yeah,
that far
Red
either.
Baron's
I'm not-
Red Baron is actually my favorite. So
Man, that's a
Clean
frisbee, bro.
Leos.
I miss Tombstone.
but my neighbor needs to
Yeah,
calm
Tombstone
down.
was good.
Yeah.
Look.
I like the Tombstone.
He got a
French
point.
No, he doesn't. This
I
thing
don't
hasn't
think
even
we have
come
to
out yet.
worry.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to worry. I mean,
no,
Yeah,
his
for
thing,
the
nah.
most part, what
We're
they
just waiting.
put
It's
out-
not till October.
Hold on, Ricky. I can't hear what he's saying. What did you
for
say?
the most part, what they've done HasLab wise has all been good. For the most part, I think there were some issues with
Victory City.
the which one, the last Transformer one.
Yeah,
people had some
Victory
problems
Saber on
with.
There were a couple, yeah.
But that's what you get for buying chugs. Let me
There
stop.
it is.
But I mean,
You are
I
terrible.
mean, for the most part, I like.
He's not wrong.
The Sentinel came out fine. Sentinel came out great. Galactus came out great.
Yep.
The Sailbar
Hold on,
came out
hold
great.
Came out
Unicron actually.
Galactus came out better.
Yeah,
How are we
like
gonna
I
say
mean,
that, how are we gonna say they came out great? Let's talk about the knees on your Sentinel and say that that thing's great.
but hold up,
My knees are fine.
They're not great. It's good.
No,
They just didn't tighten a screw. One of the people on the assembly line
Yeah.
didn't tighten a screw properly. That's all.
And
The
they showed you
complaint
exactly how to
was-
do it yourself, so you could
the
do it yourself.
complaint was
So is
that-
it build yourself, HasLab?
no.
Remember, righty
Stop,
tighty,
Ricky,
lefty
like Ricky,
loosey.
stop for a second.
No one's
Stop.
Ricky's like those people on the boards.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that means, but fuck you, Brink.
Tom has a point. There is some-
Ricky's
are some
having
issues with,
having selective outrage.
I'm not even having selective outrage because I ain't got no dog in that fight. I ain't buy that thing.
the
But you
complaint
keep
with the
shouting out
Sentinel
stuff.
was
I'm just talking
they
shit.
should have put a ratchet,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
in the knee, but the
Even
knee
a washer
worked
would help.
perfectly fine. Like mine stood there for over a year, didn't move, didn't budge, and it wasn't in a typical A stance. It had his arm held out. It was holding another Marvel Legends figure in its hands.
Nice.
Never moved, never budged.
Good stuff.
Right.
There's no issues at all with that HasLab Sentinel.
Yeah.
And they improved on it when they did Galactus, which is what you want them to do.
Yes.
Always get better.
Yep.
Dom
That's
did
what I'm
make a good
pointing
Real
out.
quick, what's up, Dom? What up, G Money?
That's what I was pointing out. You said you said they were both great, which means you said they were equal, but then you just said
No,
that they
they're both
improved
great.
upon it.
They are both great. They are both great. Dom did
They're
have
great
a good
releases.
point.
in
There
the-
are
in
some
their
issues
both in their own right.
I heard with the Sky Striker though.
What's
The
going
landing
on?
Oh,
gear,
yeah?
the landing gear is falling, is collapsing very easily.
Oh no!
Oh,
When you have it.
Here was my thing with the Sky Striker. Why was that even a thing?
Because it was to do I think it was to do something for the 3 3/4 fan.
3/4 inch.
Right, but they can
Test
still,
the market
Mm-hmm.
to see if
See
we
how
can do a
many
flag
collectors
later
would
on
be
down the
allowed.
line for the 3
what
3/4.
what
It's
what
funded,
was the
so
even
there's
point?
definitely demand.
What was the
Yeah.
even? If you wanted to test the market, then you would have did it in the classified. Period.
No.
Two different things.
Two different
No,
things.
but that Sky Striker shouldn't even existed, is what I'm saying.
No, I
It
think
was-
the
it was
Sky Striker.
pointless.
Sorry, Derek. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it was pointless. There was no need for that Sky Striker.
I think it was
Wait a
to
minute.
test the market
10,000 people disagree with you.
for the 3
Especially-
3/4 inch collectors to see if they would get in on something like this. Because understand, like, I definitely see them down the road doing the flag for 3 3/4.
And it didn't even make it all its unlocks. So
It's
But
limited.
Derek, you got to think. I'm sorry, y'all go ahead.
Still funded.
No,
though.
go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that that 3 3/4 inch fan community is large. From
Very
even going
large.
back from even the 80s, the old school ones, all the way up until the 25th and the 50th anniversary. So
okay.
if you already know you have an established fan base there who are still looking for vehicles for that stuff to this date, it's a great way to test and see how somebody will be serious about a project.
Okay.
Now that's the one. That's why they were going there. They already had something in the works for classified, but they wanted to make sure that the Joe fans who they knew would spend money would fund that, so they could then turn around and use some of that money to go after the 6-inch line, guys. At least
I
that's
get that, and I get that. But here's two things. 6 years before that, they Hasbro released a Sky Striker,
And that's what hurt them. That's what
I was
hurt.
gonna
That was a complaint that you're right.
Yeah.
Some people like we just
and
got
it's like
Sky Striker.
and that Sky Striker was actually still floating around in the market.
Yeah.
Then you come out with this one, and you just and basically all it was is just added features to it. You added some, you know,
It's a little bigger, but
accessories
not
to it
much. Yeah.
and whatnot. No, it's actually the same size. I think it looked exactly the same size. Now, you also, I just lost my thought on that one. But the point is, it didn't need to exist because it was already out there floating around. Even in secondary markets, it was still floating around in there.
Right.
It didn't
Notice
get
what
through
you
all
said
this.
there.
It didn't get through all its unlocks because
Unlocks,
people then they ended up trying to beg people to beg people, and then almost extended it because they wanted to, try to get those unlocks, and then they changed their mind the last minute. It was like, no, we're gonna go end it at the end date.
Well,
So
they were going to extend it.
I don't
Wasn't it someone
No,
that
they didn't
no, they
extend
didn't
it.
extend it.
No, but
They didn't
you said they were going to.
No, it looked like they were going to because
It
it wasn't
looked
getting
like
the
it.
unlock. It looked like it
How
because
did
they
it look
weren't
like
getting.
it? Who said? Did anybody say anything?
Isn't it the one that funded
said
because the ranker
it
failed?
looked like it. Okay.
So I know that after Unicron, they said that they would never do it again. But that was so long ago. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I mean, the only reason why that Sky Striker got funded is because everybody who ponied up to get the Rancor the night before said, "Well,
Went
fuck
over
it.
and got something.
I already got it cleared
Right.
with the wife. Might as well buy this
And
plane."
there's the other thing about it.
Right.
So they got They got lucky with that one. Now,
I think
when
I think-
Rancor failed,
disagree.
they was already on unlock. I think they were already on unlock. They got the first unlock for
unlock
Sky
number
Striker.
2.
Was it number 2? Okay, so the Rancor fail was a result of them getting unlocked number 3 then, because they couldn't get unlocked 4, which was the final one.
So, but I guess what I'm saying to you is,
Yeah.
the plane itself funded, correct?
Mhm.
Before the Rancor before that funded.
No.
For
It's
Sky
not
Striker
even-
funded in the last day.
Oh, on the last day.
It,
Okay.
like,
That's when
yeah,
it hit
I'll-
its
got it.
main. That's when the
I'll pull
plane
up the
itself
graph.
got funded. The
I was gonna
last
Oh
say-
yeah, that's right. We got
after.
I was gonna say Brink
Now-
has charts. I don't know why.
That's what I'm asking.
there you go.
I think
Question
one of the
him?
things, and we've talked about this before, that hurt all those HasLabs at that time was there
Too
was
many.
So
like
many going
4
at the same
HasLabs
time.
going on at the same damn time.
Yeah, they got to
It
quit
was-
doing that.
It was a month after you had, or 2 months, you had just finished paying for your Galactus. Then you had the Rancor, you had the Sky Striker, you had the Proton Pack, and I believe the Transformers one was also up. All
Star Saber.
Star Saber, all within
Was
that
it the
same
lightsaber?
time frame. It's just too much. It was too much, and you were just eating off of each other. Not everybody was going to be able to do all 4. Not everybody wanted to do all 4. It was obvious that there were people who were going for the Rancor.
Yeah.
We're like, well, since we just got a Sky Striker a couple years ago, I'm going to go with the Rancor. Rancor failed. Well, now I'll roll my money into the Sky Striker. Is how I think how it worked. I think if all of these things would have been spread out more, I think the Rancor would have funded. If it wasn't, I think it was bad timing with everything else going on, because the Rancor got very close to being funded. It got within, I think we got within less than 1,000, right, Brink, when we were watching that night?
Coming in hot.
Here we
What
go.
do you think about?
Here we go.
Like if they would do like 4 HasLabs a year, or maybe like 5 a year?
Yeah, we've talked about
Just
that before. Like
rotate 'em.
every quarter, not even rotate them.
Yeah.
Just quarter 1 is GI Joe, quarter 2 is Transformers, quarter 3
That's
is
what I'm.
you
That's
know,
what I'm
Marvel.
talking about. Rotating them. And
Yep.
stuff, like each. Yeah.
So here it is right here. Rancor just missed by 467.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that close.
It was right up to the last minute. I even backed it in the last 5 minutes. I was like, shit. See, here's Sky Striker, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sky Striker on the day before is at 7,747 and got up to 16,734 on the last day.
Mhm.
So almost
So the day
10,000 on the
before.
last day. Yeah. And that's
So
days
just-
before the
just-
Rancor actually failed.
No. These run in parallel. The Sky Striker actually ended the day after Rancor.
So
But it's
for
the
everybody
same
who's
amount of days, though. That's why it looks that way. Yeah.
everybody who's watching this, by the way, I just want you guys to understand that these HasLab backings, or these GoFundMe's, whatever you want to call it, this isn't eBay, guys. You don't wait until the last 5 seconds to put your bid in. Like, it's okay. Right? You can put your money in ahead, and if it doesn't make it, you get your money back. Like, it's okay.
Well, they don't even.
Oh,
charge,
they don't charge you.
Charge you.
They
Oh, they don't charge you
until
until the end. Yeah.
They don't charge
Mattel,
her until it's
Mattel
actually
did for their Mattel did for the Eternity Place.
Well, that's Mattel. That's a different company.
I know. But I could see why people would be scared though.
Yeah, but yeah, Mattel did charge right away for the Eternity playset, and that thing funded and made it all the way almost up to its last goal, and then they decided to give you all the unlocks anyway.
Yeah.
Which was very nice, which was a good move on Mattel's part.
Yeah. Rusty, it's
Yeah.
all about how
I don't
it's all
remember
about
hearing
how
that,
the
dude.
mind works, right? It's like
Yeah, no, I
it's
get
like
it.
groupthink.
Yeah.
Basically, no one wants to back a loser. That's why it's very, very important that these things fund early on.
Yeah.
And that's when those ones that fund early on really skyrocket through.
I was being facetious, right? I mean, it's like
yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna have for supper tomorrow night, right? Let alone, am I gonna have money in my bank account to pay for this thing 3 months from now?
And some people, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that you can cancel after you back it too if the campaign is still active. Some people just don't realize that stuff.
I believe. So we had the Sentinel funded within 24 hours.
The Sentinel was
the Sentinel funded within a day.
It was
quick. His tank funded quick, right?
It wasn't a day.
Within one day, that Sentinel hit its main goal. His tank did even better on it within that first 24 hours.
Yep.
Those were the first. Those I think the only two that flew that fast. Everything else was a bit of a watch. Frank, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I gotta pull up last year's chart.
So the Sentinel, I remember the Sentinel specifically funding that day because there was some. We lost a buddy, and it was a lot going on that day. So I remember specifically that one funding.
The Sentinel funded in just over 24 hours, basically.
Okay.
What was the fastest funded one?
His tank.
His tank was like what, 11 hours or something like that?
Yep. Yeah. That was
I remember us watching Galactus, and Galactus was actually going to be a question if it was even going to make it for a while.
Until
and then didn't it fund like 10,000 its last day also, Brink?
Yeah, it did almost double on its last day.
You know what's interesting about those scenarios is sometimes, like, if it's that close, that the company I've seen this with Kickstarters, right? The company that's doing the Kickstarter, they're like $1,000 shy of their goal or whatever. They'll throw $1,000 at themselves, right? So HasLab could have, we're 40 people short. Click, done.
Yeah.
But none of them got that close. Like, I mean, you're looking at.
Well, hold on, Rusty.
It's funny by thousands.
It's funny that you say that because Unicron is the prime
Unicron
example.
Is the funny
one.
Yep.
So Unicron got extended because it wasn't going to make it. Then it wasn't going to make it again. Then in the last day, they changed the way the campaign looked on the website, so it wasn't actually tracking the number of people.
Yes, I remember that.
So there's actually there's no definitive number of backers. People were like looking at the code in the website. I was doing all that. I got screenshots if you want it, but I always thought it was funny. What was it, John Warden? He was the brand manager at the time. I was like, that dude's got 4,000 Unicrons in his basement, type of thing. Like, he bought them all himself on the last day.
Right.
Well, I know there was that one rumor.
I would love to get one from him now, though.
Supposedly there was a surplus of them, and they were going to be sold over in the European stores and all that. Remember that just came out like a couple months ago.
Oh, that was that UK toy store that drums up drama all the damn time.
I literally said there was a rumor. That's how I started that whole conversation. There was a rumor. Calm down, everybody.
Yeah, but I think that was also Galactus that you're talking about, Ricky.
Look,
I didn't know that many people were into Hero Quest either. That was the largest one that got back.
And well, Hero Quest was different. It was a monetary campaign. Like it was. It needed
whose TV is on in the background?
Not a backer amount. Hero Quest was very different the way they did that.
She didn't turn it off before she. I just noticed it's still.
Oh, sure. Blame it on Miss Sean because she ain't there to defend herself. I see how you are.
All right. I'm not blaming nobody.
I'm telling you.
She's listening right now. She's upstairs. Look, Miss Sean never misses a show.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Hold on, yeah. Bob Iger and John Favreau brought a bunch of Razor Crest for the cast and crew members on the Mandalorian. Smart. Hey, man. Let's get this funded, yo.
Okay, Sentinel I got backed in 22 hours, and his tank I have funded in 9 hours.
9. Yeah, it was something like
God
that.
damn.
It was nuts.
That's awesome, though.
Hey, Sentinel went really fast, and then his tank said, "Okay, well, hold my beer,
Hold my beer.
hold my beer."
The other one was
It's
Hold
because
my
it's the
snake
first
venom.
classified one. I gotta
Yeah,
believe
no.
that every GI Joe vehicle they do from this point on is going to get instantly funded. Well, probably not all of them, but the main ones, the whale. Because I'm looking for the whale. The one.
I want a retaliator helicopter.
By the way, the Razor Crest was the other one that backed really fast in 2 days.
That's because John Favreau bought them all.
Yes.
And then they
blew it up. And then they blew it up on you all.
I really wanted.
And they blew it up on everybody.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got that Razor Crest there. That thing's nice to sell.
You got to be careful.
Yeah.
I think they got to be careful. They got to look at what happened with Marvel Legends, with that Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
When it comes to vehicles.
They can't go too far out of the
I mean, yes, they are two totally different fan bases.
Yeah.
But just make sure that what you are choosing for your G.I. Joe vehicles is worth the HasLab thing. I think something like a Vamp shouldn't be a HasLab. It's just a fucking Jeep. It's just that Jeep. I really think that's something that you can do as like an online exclusive. That's just me personally. I don't know how much you can soup up a Vamp. I mean, they found a way to soup up his tank. So
what vehicles do you consider?
Oh, and anything larger, but you can't be too big too. Too big is going to scare people.
Wild Bill's
I don't think you'll get a
Dragonfly.
I don't think you'll get a Sky Striker. I don't think you can get a Sky Striker for a 6-inch.
So is the whale too big?
Dragonfly.
The whale is big, like
so to speak.
That's
I don't know
another
if
one.
it's
That's
too
another
big,
one I don't think they would do.
but I think that has enough popularity that people are going to back a whale.
Yeah.
So to speak.
My personal pipe dream.
I want to see a Havoc.
My personal pipe dream is the Snowcat.
Okay, Snowcat.
I don't think. I think
never.
That's not gonna happen for classified.
What would be cool? You know how the his tank, how they opened up the back and they put that comm center in there or whatever. Like how the whale as a kid, that front opened up and it looked like you could drive stuff in there, but you couldn't. Like imagine if they did something like really crazy, like hollowed out the whole inside.
Didn't it launch the sled out of the front of it?
Yeah, but it also the front came down and it had like a ramp. It looked like a track.
And nothing fit in.
Nothing fit in there.
I think we'll get a triple
T. Yeah, triple T. That's it.
But I don't think that needs to be a HasLab. That's actually
It should have been.
That's half the size of his tank. That triple T. It's small. It's a
come out with Slaughter.
I think we're eventually going to get some kind of deluxe with the triple T, a different version of Slaughter and a triple T.
120, and people would have bought that all day.
Yeah, and I think they still will once they do it. My personal, like I said, my personal pipe dream is the Snowcat. That was my favorite vehicle as a kid. I don't know if it'll be done. I don't know if it'll have the popularity to back it. But if they do,
I want the Mamba.
Back it. They got to be careful. And I know Ricky, you said the Terradrome. I still think you're going to get that. I think you're going to get it for, classified. I mean, not classified. I think they're going to do more HasLabs for the 3 3/4 and redoing the Terradrome and redoing that. I mean, if you look at what Mattel did with the Eternia playset, that was that's their that Eternia playset was their flag. That thing was massive and it was very hard to get. It had a limited run in the 80s, and when they put that up as a crowdfund, it sold. I think you'll get the same thing for a his tank. I mean, not his tank, a flag for 3 3/4, because that flag goes for thousands of dollars right now.
I know we talked about it before with the classified one. I would be I know they can't do a full ass one because what did we talk about? It'd be 18 feet long if it was going to be fucking scaled up from the 3 3/4 one.
Well, the 3 3/4 was what, 6.5 feet.
So you'd have to go.
You have to at least double it. 13
at least
feet.
Double.
I mean, come on, that's just.
That's what I'm saying. Not the whole thing, but we talked about it before. If they did it if they did a portion of it, so it looked like part of the flag, and then you used it just as a display area. I think they can get away with that.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that.
Dude, look around your room right now. That everything that you have in the room that you're sitting right now is unnecessary.
Oh yeah,
That's a good point, Rusty.
but
That's a good point.
that's also
What you're saying,
irresponsible at that point. Also,
you're saying I should get rid of that pool skimmer? Is that what you're saying? That pool skimmer's got to go now? But I need that, Rusty. I got that is very necessary.
You didn't need the pool either. Just
there
saying.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, I did.
Just saying. I don't need 4 cars in my garage, but there they are.
Yeah. You sound like somebody lives in the snow. Yeah. You sound like somebody lives in Canada and can't have a pool.
I got a pool. It's frozen, but I got one.
We've just been fact checked. It was 7.5 feet, so it would have to be minimum 15.
What does the neighbor know? Yeah. He lives near Ricky, for crying out loud. So
Nope.
What's up, Dave?
Hey, Ricky, better him down there with you than claiming Detroit with his perpetrating. So
nobody's claiming Detroit.
Yo.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to relax, my guy. I'm gonna need you to relax. You almost made me break this figure, my man.
Hey, Insane Clown Posse claims it. Somebody claiming it.
Listen, ain't I'm messing with Cliff Jumper. I was about to bobby you, bro. It was gonna be 2 hands to the table.
Go ahead. You're
By the way, okay, listen, I haven't seen it. I keep seeing pictures. Did Bobby like actually go into frustration mode with this?
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, he had to walk away.
Is it on Patreon or is
I'm
it just
sorry.
It's actually on his
actual video.
Really?
Yo, it was funny as fuck. Yo.
He gets mad and
he goes, "We'll be right back."
What?
And when he does it, a piece falls off.
That was the bad. Like
I'm mad that he marked his counter.
I thought he broke it first thing.
Yeah.
Right. I'm mad that he marked his counter and added a date to it. I'm like, yo, the first 5 minutes that piece fell off. No, that counts. That counts as
That's
a
not a
break.
break. It came off a ball.
No, to me it
break,
counted
though.
as a break.
No, it wasn't a break, but it was hysterical.
But like immediately as soon as it happened, I screenshot it and I sent it to Robert. I was like, man, we were so close because me and him had a whole long conversation about how Bobby was going to monkey hand that thing and destroy it.
Yeah.
I was like, we were so close. This was the moment it almost happened.
I'm gonna start running bets every week before he actually comes out with a video. Yo, who wants
Overcomplicated transformations is what they are.
Yo, he's had a rough year this year, man.
I don't know. He's in double digits right now, not breaking, so he's on a roll.
No, yeah, but there in the beginning, he was having a rough time.
You know, he had he put a video up on Patreon. He had an interesting point that I actually had the same thought. Like, so I ended up getting Phantasm and Jive right at the same time, and ended up doing taking Phantasm out first, doing the transformation. I was like, this is a really slick figure, right? Transformation is nice and intuitive, the whole 9 yards. And then I did Jive, right? And you guys know I broke one of the ones that I had.
9 days.
But the transformations on Jive to Phantasm are night and day. And now I don't have my Parker yet. It's in the mail. Actually, it might be in the mailbox. I should go look. But looking at the transformations of Parker, I'm going, this looks and feels like Jive again. And the whole thing that Bobby talks about, and I had the same thought, was it feels like Fans Toys has changed designers, like completely different people. Right?
Oh, they passed away.
Or has 2 different ones.
What?
Oh, not everybody knows. All right, so
what?
There's a guy on eBay.
River you guys are in for it. This is Eric's
Oh, yes.
Don't. Can we
the
not?
most outrageous prices on some of his stuff, right?
Yes,
so he had he had a Sovereign, right? But this is his post. Sovereign, he was selling Sovereign for $1,500. It was Fans Toys is out of business. Their designers passed away. The other ones left. You need to buy it now. And this guy has wild prices.
Can we not?
Jesus Christ!
Can we not talk?
No, listen, Rusty. No, Rusty. That's a
you brought it up, dude.
Like a lot of people don't know, and that needs to be talked about. That's a real thing.
Right. I actually had
buyers beware
session with that guy for about 3 days. Where
Eric was fucking with him for a while.
I was doing the same thing. I was and he finally blocked me, and I was like, okay,
Guru.
whatever.
His name was Guru, right?
Yeah.
I met this every time Fans Toys released a new figure coming up.
Yep.
He got another message from me.
I know. I said that's what I was doing. I was like,
he got another message from me. Like, we're gonna keep going. Like,
I actually sent him a picture of me holding. I can't remember what figure it was. I think it was. It was just something about a year ago, right? It was one of the Stunticons. I actually sent him a picture of me holding one of the Stunticons. I was like, strange. I don't know where this came from.
my issue isn't your price. You want to charge $3,000 for it? Go right ahead. I didn't
don't
like
lie about
the
it.
scare tactic that he was doing to people who don't know better necessarily.
I've reported that guy.
That's
to eBay
shady as fuck.
Hopefully, I didn't go that far to report him eBay.
I did.
But hopefully, as a collector, you educate yourself and you learn right on where to buy, how to buy. But not everyone is like that, and for someone to have to sit, for me to find out that, Wolf, brand new, just joined the community, just joined the realm, sits there and now tells everybody, yeah, I just got my Fansoy Sovereign. I got it on eBay for $1,500. I would just be like, dude, why?
Yeah, I'd have sold you one for $350. Hit me up.
Like, oh man, Wolf, I'm so sorry for you. When I sold my Stomp,
fan broke price
$250, right? And I got almost $700 for my Stomp, right? Used.
We're not allowed to talk about Stomp.
A week later, they announced. I sold it that Monday. That Friday, they announced the re-release.
Fuck you.
And I feel so bad for the guy who bought it from me.
Yep.
Fuck you.
But that's a little different.
Not
bad enough to give me my money back.
Yeah, that's different. You couldn't. Yeah, that's different for sure.
You didn't know the re-release was coming.
So
part of me was like, oh damn, but then part of me was like, woo, I just got it.
I'm gonna piggyback off your story. So I did the same thing with Stomp, but the opposite direction. I spent $800 on it, and then like within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Wait for it. Within 2 to 3 weeks, they did the reissue.
Yeah.
So here's me, still kind of new to it all. I just got boned for the first time really good and hard. I'm like, I'm gonna at least make some of my money back. So I bought the reissue. And the reissue is still sitting up for pre-order right now. You can go order it right now on BBTS right now while we're talking for retail. So I couldn't sell this motherfucker for under retail. I offered it for like $200 in a group, and people were laughing at me. Like it just couldn't happen. And it sat here on this little table when you walk inside my house, and I got tired of looking at it. Like every time I looked at it, it made me mad all over again. To the point where I literally hit up my neighbor, the neighbor on here. I'm like, dude, come over here. And he came over. I was like, here you go. He's like, what? I'm like, you can have this. And I gave him an unopened Fans Toys Stomp just to get it the fuck out of my house. Yep. Like I just got tired of looking at it sitting there making fun of me. And he's like, well, how much you want? He's like, how much you want for it? I'm like, nothing. Just get it the fuck out of my house. I just don't want it anymore. It made me mad.
Why can't you be my neighbor?
I had the exact same
$800. $800.
That's
nuts.
Those were the days.
Phoenix. Yeah. I did something with Phoenix. I spent $500 on Phoenix, and the reissue, the first one, right? And it was secondhand on the market for about $500 US, and the guy said it to me, and I'm telling you, it was in the mail when the reissue got announced. And the guy that I bought it from, literally, he messaged me. He was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I feel like I completely ripped you off. I was like, you want to give me some money back? And he was like, no, I can't. I need that. I didn't blame the guy. I was like, good on you, right? But
he felt bad, but not that bad.
No, exactly. The fact that he even reached out to me, right? And he apologized. Yeah. And he was like, dude, I feel so sorry for you right now. I'm like, it fucking happens, man. Like,
he doesn't.
Yeah.
He gave you some money back. It felt that bad.
Oh, you didn't buy that? You must have bought that shit from Canadian. Wouldn't no American talk about? I feel so sorry for you spending your money. It was a guy in Vancouver. So yeah, I can.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the game we play when we're trying to buy things that aren't available anymore. Yeah, man. You're always rolling the dice. Really, and this coming.
This was the height of the Fans Toys doesn't do reissues. You'll never get a reissue.
Yeah, buddy.
Reissues don't happen.
Because they were telling us that they had lost. The rumors. Sorry, the rumors were going around that they had lost the mold.
Lost the mold or broke the mold.
But And the bugs shot up to like $1,000.
That's right. Because they said the same thing. They said they lost the molds for the Insecticons, so we were never going to see an Insecticon re-release. We were never going to see a Dinobot re-release, right?
And that was another reason why I bailed, because I never had the bugs, and I wasn't paying those prices. I had the full set of Dinobots. I was able to get in on all the Dinobots at retail price. I got lucky.
So here's another fun story. So I bought the bugs for $1,000, right?
Ooh.
And
flex on these bitches.
Rusty.
So again, so this was so you have to understand, right? This was back in the beginning when I just started the channel out in the first year, and I was just trying to get my hands on everything that I could because I wanted to do the videos, right? I wanted to boost the channel, whatever. And I spent $1,000 on the set, and I got it. And it wasn't right away, right? Like the re-release didn't happen until a little while later. But I was doing the transformation video for Forager, and the shoulder broke. Are you? And it wasn't anything that I did. It was old plastic. There's one joint in the, like when you pull the shoulders out of the back, there's an L-shaped joint that attached it into the back. And when I pulled the shoulder out and I went to rotate the shoulders around, that piece just came off in my hand. And I was like, and so I couldn't believe, right, that I had spent $1,000, and within days, this thing just fell apart on me, right?
Thankfully, Fans Toys got good aftermarket sales, aftercare sales.
Yeah. So, well, this was the thing. So the re-release happened, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's light at the end of the tunnel!" Because I went and emailed Fans Toys, and I said I broke the shoulder on this one, and they were like, "Yeah, we have parts because we just re-released it." So they sent me a replacement shoulder, and I was able to.
Oh, so you didn't have to buy it either. That's good.
No, I didn't have to buy a brand new one. I just asked for a part, right? And they were more than happy to send it to me, right? So I was lucky in that way. But yeah, it was.
It's crazy to me. That's the worst I've ever had happen to me. Usually I'm the other direction. Usually I get all the good stuff for like really good prices, and so I just took it kind of on the chin. Like it made me mad that it happened, but it didn't make me want to quit because I'd had so much good luck the other direction that I figured, well, I guess it's just universe balancing it out a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I've never transformed this Forager. Now I'm afraid to.
Look, do it live on camera. Make them the big screen.
The funny thing is, I think I have a replacement one.
Jesus Christ.
That was the only one of the bugs I had because I won him in a raffle.
For like $5 to go with your.
Yeah, I won the 3 set in a raffle. I still got my 2016, so I put those back in the box. So the new ones I actually displayed.
I just sold all mine to Jisk. Like he has all my Insecticons now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's getting back in.
By the way, happy birthday, Eric.
Oh, thanks, man.
Hey, his fucking birthday. His birthday was days ago.
It was Wednesday.
I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him.
It's old news.
Hey, E, man, why don't you just stop being a hater, bro? Why don't you stop being a hater?
But seriously, how does 50 feel?
Oh, damn.
I don't know. You tell me first. You tell me first.
If that's if that's Eric at 50, man, he's gonna be killing it at 80, man. Look
I
at
know,
him.
right?
Would you tell him, Ricky? Would you
Look
tell
at
him?
him.
My
Look at
man.
him,
man. My man. Tell him, Ricky.
I told him the other day, 24 never looked so good, man. It's like, yo, this dude way younger than me.
I appreciate that, man.
Eric, you got to put a shirt on though, buddy, because I'm afraid my wife's
Hey,
gonna walk in here and like.
Hey, real quick, I don't know if you got
bro.
a chance.
I never ever put on shirts when I'm at home, man. Sorry, buddy. My bad.
And we all
wait. No. You, at home, you don't wear shirts wherever you go.
I've seen you in Walmart.
Derek's allergic to sneeze.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I've seen you in Walmart.
The whole weekend of BotCon.
Wait, not the whole weekend. Friday night.
No.
Friday night I had on a t-shirt. It had sleeves.
He had a t-shirt. He had a t-shirt.
Where were you?
I had an orange one on.
I know he had a t-shirt when we were standing in line for Frank Welker.
Right.
I think it's pretty interesting that you guys are watching what this man wears every night.
Hey, that's all I wear is sleeveless clothes, man.
Hey, all I know is I was told if I'm watching this for the news, I'm doing it wrong. They didn't say nothing about staring at Eric with no shirts on, man.
They're all jealous. Eric, they're all jealous, buddy. They're all jealous. Don't worry about it.
Ain't nobody jealous.
Don't worry, Rusty. Rusty, if your wife walks in, I got you. Look.
Hey, yo, Eric.
Let me know. I got you.
That was your happy birthday cornfield trip.
It was. I get to hang out with Ricky in the cornfield.
You owe me rent money now.
Cornfield for you.
I mean, I can put them in there with
Ricky's neighbor. Ricky's neighbor asked you a question, Eric B.
Sorry.
About
Shoshimokos. Yeah, it's still here. It's just not as popular anymore. There's a lot of Mexican restaurants in downtown Mexican town now that are better quality. But it's still there. It's just not as popular as it used to be.
Eric, don't fall for it. It's a trap. He's trying to show you he still represents the D, man. Don't fall for that shit.
Man, that's how I know he ain't been here in a while. He ain't been home. He's been home. He's perpetrating.
You remember that one time Eminem was at that nightclub? Bitch, that was 1997.
Different worlds, because when people say the D where I'm from, that means something totally different.
I'll play the ignorant Canadian card. D is Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Depends where you come from at this point, cuz every time I hear those things,
depends on what part of the country you're from.
Yeah, we call it vitamin D around here, but yeah, I feel what Eric's saying.
Hey, call it Florida. It's Florida.
Florida, America's peanuts.
Hold on a second. This man talks so much shit about Florida. Everything you hate about Florida, it's all New Yorkers. So you just hating on New Yorkers.
I know. You are 100% correct.
It's all your people. You sit down here, man. They trying to get away from you and your pettiness.
I hate New Yorkers. New Yorkers suck.
Yeah, New Yorkers are assholes, man.
Hell yeah.
You're not 100% facts.
Hey, we're not
wrong.
Dang, homie. Yikes.
Well, even I'm a New Yorker by a long shot, but I'm still from up there. I was born there, so
look at
so
that.
there ain't nobody from Florida.
Man, Ricky, you appropriating it all, bro. You're not playing.
I'm everywhere.
You are
everywhere. Everybody appropriates me, sir.
That actually does make a lot of sense. That you are
a huge asshole. Just
wait.
No, I was talking about something else.
Where in New York, Ricky?
Upstate.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm
That is
sorry.
New York.
Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot you were educated in the New York City public education system. Upstate is still part of New York. So when I say I'm from New York, I'm still from New York.
But you're not a New Yorker. It's different.
No, it's not. Only people in the city make that difference.
It is a different mindset living upstate. Thank you, Dave. It's not the same.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You're not a New Yorker. It's the New York City
Dave, you're not the backpack no more. Now you're the fanny pack. Hold on, man. Ain't you out there? Even out there doing his white parties, man. You don't say nothing either. You relax.
Yo, even being out here on Long Island is different than being there in the city where he is.
Look, every New Yorker is telling you it's not the same.
I'm a New Yorker.
Next time you rep being a New Yorker, we're gonna have to have a talk.
Suck it. I'm from New York. I never said I was a New Yorker.
Well, damn.
So people from Rochester fall into this category as well?
No, you're not a New Yorker.
They're from New York.
You're from New York State.
They're from New York, but they're not a New Yorker.
I'm just.
Yeah, that's just like people from Buffalo. They wouldn't be considered New Yorkers either.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm just as an ignorant Canadian. I just want to understand the dynamic.
As a matter of fact,
Buffalo
they kind of Canadian.
New Yorker, you're from New Yorker. You're from the freaking city and stuff. You're from freaking Bronx and Queens.
Yeah, you got to be from one of the boroughs or Manhattan.
Yep. You're from the boroughs, and you're from the overcrowded boroughs, and that's why you're an asshole because you're living in the overcrowded city.
Yeah,
my dad was a native New Yorker.
Here's
what is it?
Fun fact about the Realm on Instagram. When they first started out, they're using hashtag ROC, but that's also what the Rochester folks were using. So the hashtag ROC was all mixed up with toys and city.
I'm gonna put you on mute now, Dom.
Syracuse.
I'm a New Yorker. I
The fuck you are.
First of all, you don't.
Oh, what happened to Ricky? You made him all angry?
I guess.
You kicked him.
I put him in cornfield for 2 seconds, but then he decided to leave.
My dad is from originally from the Bronx, but he lived a lot in Harlem. And my aunts, before both of them passed, were living in Harlem.
Yeah,
they definitely New Yorkers. All right, this cliff jumper is legit. I need a second one now.
Oh yeah,
transform it.
Yeah,
you got loose elbows.
No, I got a loose shoulder joint though.
Shoulder
like that hinge.
or elbow?
No, mine is at the shoulder. That hinge that folds up and down. It's on that little swivel hinge.
Yeah.
That's loose.
Mine's got a loose elbow.
I'm back to New York.
I
like
opened
it.
mine. I opened mine this week, and I'd say it's a pretty good looking figure. I just don't like the way it looks on my shelf.
I need another one.
I like it. I'm never gonna transform it, but I like
it. It's not bad. I mean, I ain't gonna say that either. It's bad. It's a bad transformation. It's frustrating at parts, and you really got to take your time with this thing, man.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm good. No thank you.
And it's not even about the pieces feeling cheap. Like I know that was a complaint. Like some of the pieces feeling like thin plastic. It's the tolerance. So you shouldn't have to squeeze these underneath against the chest, the faux chest, to get this to stay together, and then clip in these back pieces. Like that's dumb.
Yeah, you might scratch the chest, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thankfully, I got a
maybe that's why they didn't. Maybe that's why they didn't pack it in alt mode, because they're afraid of it getting all scratched up.
E, I need you to do your thing. I need you to do your thing. I don't.
You want,
I can't.
Want me to do this?
Don't do it. Don't do it. No, you do it.
He's slipping in his chair.
Oh, fuck. Anyway.
Oh, man.
Shoulders on camera.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
It should be cornfield.
The cornfield.
I actually wasn't trying to leave. I tried to hit the button because I'm on my phone. I tried to hit the button to change my name, and I fucking hit the back button on my phone that kicks you out, and I had to come all the way back in.
It has a fucking.
I don't either, Dave. I don't either.
Yeah, I don't need the last one I transformed was Huffer, and I really enjoyed transforming that.
Yeah, I don't really transform any of my stuff.
I think it's been since at least
I barely transform.
The one I transformed
my legends.
The one I transformed the most was Motormaster. Like that, Fans Toys Motormaster still, man, I still take them down every once in a while and just flip them back and forth just because
this is nuts, dude. Like this thing is pretty.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Fans Toys always makes a pretty bot. You can't take that away from them.
I like how they put those metallic bits in the front just to add some
just give you a little flair.
After Blur, no, I ain't transforming shit.
I had the chrome version of that, Derek, as a kid.
Yeah.
I had that one.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to teach my neighbor
these. Like, I do miss these type transformations, though. No bull.
Just super simple.
That's it.
So, I'm with you. Like,
I miss it so bad.
I was so when I did the transformation of Phantasm, I was like, thank God. And because like everything that came before it and everything that came after it just seemed to be so complicated, and just I like transforming them, but Jesus, like, could we make the experience a little more enjoyable? Like, does it have to be so complicated sometimes? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
The Dinobots will always be my favorite transformation. They were nice. They were easy, but not overly simplified either.
Yeah.
Phoenix was another good transformation they had.
Agreed. Super simple.
Motormaster. I actually did enjoy Motormaster.
Yeah.
Motormaster was a nice transformation. They've done good on some of them, but some of them are just, oh my god.
Yeah.
Man, I like. I personally like a complicated transformation, not a too hard one, but a complicated one.
Complicated is okay, but when it gets to the frustration point.
Yeah.
I don't like the blowing it all apart to put it back together transformations. I don't like that shit.
To where it looks like a pile
that just makes
of
me nervous because I can be heavy-handed, and I got this exploded thing in my hand. I could be very heavy-handed sometimes.
That's how the blue was. That's how the blue was.
I was just transforming Apache again, and I always hate doing.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad though.
No, he wasn't. But the legs they flop around, right? You're like trying to get them to line up, and they're doing this thing, right? And you're like, you know what I mean? But it's not a bad
that one either.
No,
Blur Blur Cup and RC by Fans Toys were the worst. They are my least favorite transformation.
Well, I don't know. Like Jazz is right up there for me. Not because I broke it, but because like especially the doors, like collapsing the doors on Jive in like that whatever that stupid hinges.
That little pin where it's just freestanding with no support.
And you're just like leaning on it, and you're just like, come on, and then it pops, and you're like, did I just break it? No, it's good. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck.
I think the issue with RC was
what's up, Beansy?
It felt fragile compared to the other ones.
Yeah,
and that's what made me not like doing RC.
Yeah.
But I think the Blur and the Cup were worse transformations.
Who
than
laughed?
RC.
Who laughed? Who laughed? Who was that? I heard you. That dude said doing RC, and somebody was like, "I heard you." I heard whoever that was. I heard them.
But I'm laughing now.
It wasn't me.
It was. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that's Wes.
What up? What up, Matt?
That wasn't me.
That was Wes. It had to be.
That was Wes.
No,
I heard.
I wasn't even
Somebody
paying
was like,
attention. I was watching your TV for a second.
It was Brink. It was probably Brink.
I am laughing.
It was probably
You know what? No, it was
I was
probably
just looking at
Wolfie.
I was just looking at my shelf to see how many I have never transformed.
You're awful quiet over there. Hey, Wolfie, you awful quiet up there.
I'm trying.
What? Dante's a sociopath from Canada. Did you see
Whoa,
that?
you do not talk bad about Dante, sir.
I can talk about Dante if I want to. He's from Ontario.
No, he's not.
That's what he said.
He's from California.
Ontario, California.
And his name's Esteban.
You ever heard it?
And he must be protected at all
Hold
times.
on. Scrolling back up through the comments. Dante said.
Here we go.
Ontario. Here you go.
He's from Ontario, LA.
Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad. I don't. Okay.
I didn't know.
Rusty, you ever heard the term "protect Esteban at all costs"?
Yeah.
That's Esteban.
That's Esteban.
Okay.
So we will protect him at all costs. We will come to Canada.
No need, though. No need.
Ontario, California. There's no Ontario, California. I know there's an Ontario.
There probably is.
Yes, there is.
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
He's in there telling Esteban that he don't know where he's from.
Yeah.
No, that city don't exist.
and even still,
You're from a fictitious city.
Defending Esteban is one thing, but that argument was not the same thing I was making. That would be like you saying I'm a Californian and somebody from LA saying no, you're not because you're not from LA. It's not. That's the argument, not which part of California. Yes, it is. You said I'm not a New Yorker, even though I'm from New York. Well, he's not a Californian, even though he's from California. You know what I mean?
But this just goes to show you're not a New Yorker because you don't know what it means. The term New Yorker is used for.
That's y'all trying to sound fancy and trying to be something special. Y'all shitheads from a little city in fucking New York. Nobody cares.
Oh, wow.
New Yorker was a magazine.
He said
that's right.
The alligator. Wow. Y'all are wildin'. Wow.
Oh, wait, he says you don't have him where he is.
Nope. I don't live in the fucking swamps. See? That's how little New Yorkers learn about Florida.
Because no one gives a shit about Florida. Why am I going to learn about it? It's the biggest swamp.
Florida.
Why? This is where you're going to end up eventually.
The only bigger swamp than Florida is New Jersey.
Hey, that is probably true, Ricky.
No. I will never. I can't live in Florida.
In another 20 years, that motherfucker be living down here, and I'm gonna get on a
dude. Another 20 years, Florida's gonna be underwater, and none of y'all are gonna be living down there.
Oh my god!
Actually, isn't there a giant jellyfish like the size of the whole United States going towards Florida right now?
The blob.
No, that's like seaweed or some shit.
It's way to Florida.
Look, I went to the beach
That's like
one time.
seaweed.
Y'all need to calm down. I was at the beach one time.
It's okay. For the whole state. It's gonna swallow the whole damn state.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
And not before
Ricky,
California.
Start driving up now. You and your family are more than welcome to crash here.
I ain't coming to stay with you, you shithead. You a liar too. You charge me rent.
All right, then you don't have to. But if your family needs a place to stay, there, well, you can hang out outside.
That's right.
You can hang out outside.
You can see him when you go to smoke your cigarette.
I
catch you on the stoop.
That's it.
You can sleep on a park bench.
Let me borrow your lighter. He'd be like 10 cents a flick, man.
All right, there we go. I got that.
Better hope it ain't windy outside.
Oh my
So
god!
isn't California at risk of just falling into the ocean once the San Andreas?
Everybody's at risk of everything, man. Who gives a
And
fuck?
your neighbor's right. Yes, we do.
Delaware's
rats
fine.
inside
No
the
one
cats
move
and
here.
dogs out up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, don't play around.
And I think I saw a lady walking a rat on a leash one time.
Oh,
Or was it
Florida?
a building?
Probably.
Dude,
Yeah.
that group chat.
That's how big the rats are.
That group chat
Oh.
that I'm in, that I share, that I've been sharing those TikTok videos of the wild shit you see on the New York City subways.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys have seen those things that I post, but they're fucking hysterical. The things that you see here.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, I know we're safe here and we'll never go anywhere because Matt hates us and the universe hates Matt. So Florida's safe for all eternity. So we're good to go.
Matt don't like Florida.
Nah, it'll be okay.
My brother's the same way.
Matt hates all the good things.
My brother's from Minnesota. Well, he's from Michigan, but he lives out in Minnesota. And he's been in the military, and he does not like Florida, bro. I tell you, I was like, man, we should go on a family vacation. You know, get my other brother together, and just go ahead and rent a villa and just chill out, right? And he was like, no, I'm not going to Florida. I'm like, what? Yikes! I'm like, bro, we can have our own private beach. Like, you don't have to deal with it. He's like, I'm not going to Florida. I'm like, all right, man. Fair enough.
I've been to Orlando a couple times, so
I'm going.
I haven't been down there.
The week of 4th of July.
It's all right.
My daughter actually received her Make-A-Wish wish. So we'll be going down there the first week of July. We'll be going to Disney World and Universal Studios and SeaWorld for a whole week.
I wonder if this guy gonna make an excuse not to see me while he's 1 hour away from my house, like somebody else in this little chat.
Hey, if you're only an hour away, man, we can make it happen.
See, you hear that? You hear that, Eric? You hear that?
Eric, if you need excuses, I could come up with an entire list for you that'll be very plausible, so that you don't have to see Ricky when you go. I got you. I'll send it to you now. I know he put you on the spot. You had no choice to be like, yeah, but
Eric,
I got
Eric would be like, Eric would be like,
I would have just kept that whole thing to myself. Now you're never gonna hear the end of it because you know daggone well you're not gonna see Ricky when you go down there.
Probably not. I'll be like, I don't want to drive down there. Eric don't really like me.
But you're gonna hear the rest of it. You're gonna hear the rest of it. All for the rest of the year, all the way up till we come to Orlando for TFCon
still gonna hear it
in October. You still gonna hear it.
You still gonna hear it then
and
too.
you're gonna be down there. You're gonna hear it.
Right. Just don't be like Derek and say,
I'm not going to TFCon in Orlando this year.
see, Eric. Here's the difference. Derek said, "Yeah, we gonna get together while we down there," and then didn't. So don't do that. You'll be okay. We'll try.
Okay, you really okay?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna say that off the air.
Derek, didn't you have an entourage of like 20 people with you though?
I told Ricky, I said, "Yo, all right, cool.
37
Let me
people
put
in my
one
house."
down." He said, "How many of your family you got there?" I said, 15. He's like, "I'll catch you the next time then." Like, yo, for real?
Because like,
he's like, all right, man, I'll see you next time.
Come over for dinner, so I was thinking him, Sean, the kids. I was like, so how many of y'all? Because I was trying to pre-plan how much food to get. Like, I was gonna feed everybody. He's like, yeah, we rolling like 37 deep. I'm like, man, McDonald's around the corner. I ain't fucking with nobody.
And what made me mad about that is the place that we were staying at, a Popeyes right across the street, and they were closed down.
Oh wow!
I was like, yo, I don't want no other food but Popeyes while I'm down here.
Look,
and
there's a Popeyes.
Ricky, I was like, yeah, let's can we come on down? It's only 15 of us. He was like, oh. He said, well, I'll catch you the next time you come down. I was like, really, Ricky?
I got called into work, man. I'm sorry. You can't do it.
There's a Popeyes 10 minutes from my house. You know, all the people spend like $1,000 to get a Popeyes chicken sandwich. I would just drive down there and get a sack full of them. I'd send pictures to my friends. Be like, look at me eating $10,000 worth of chicken sandwiches.
But nah, I was kind of bent on that one, man, because I was just like, yo, I don't want to eat at the parks. I don't want to eat dinner at the parks or anything. I'd rather just go pick up some family meal and just come back to the joint and everybody eat that way because you spend less money. But I was just mad that Popeyes was closed, man. I don't know what made me think about that just now, but but yeah, it was that situation.
We'll be down there for a week, man. So we'll figure something out, Ricky. You are an hour away. I think Jisk is about 45 minutes away.
Yeah, he's the other direction. Like where I'm at is like the tip of the triangle. Just because one direction and Orlando's the other one. Both take me about an hour.
So I'm gonna try to hit everybody up. I mean, I know I would have just seen but I'm gonna hit him up while I'm down there. Now we gonna be on the go, so it's gonna be like the first 3 days. So I'm gonna be honest with you, we gonna be on the go, but like we gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Hey, Matt says that like it's an insult, but he don't know people from Florida agree with that exact same thing. We love it when they come, and we love it more when they leave. Y'all can leave your money and go on back up north.
they wilding down there. Man.
That was funny. Oh, that was funny. Oh my goodness. All right, EE. I think we're done. Oh, well, are we done?
We hit like the 2-hour mark on a hangout.
Yeah. I think we can.
This is a healthy one.
Up the live portion of the hangout. I want to appreciate everybody for coming on tonight. I want to appreciate everybody in chat squad. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll be back next week with a show. We got a special guest we'll announce later this week.
Nice.
I don't know about special.
Well, I mean, I'm special ed, Ricky. No, I'm kidding.
you ain't a guest, you family. That's different.
No, I'm just talking. It's not me, guys. It's not me. I promise you. It's
the catch out the bag now. I would hope you know who it is. Wolf, you're on part of the show. Now we know who's not paying attention.
I was gonna say I don't even pay attention to the chat, and I know who they're talking about.
Dang, Ricky, just tell it yourself.
There will be an unbroadcasted hangout tonight for those of you that are camera shy or too busy to hop on the live chat.
Yo, everybody that's not on camera now is not going to be on camera when we get in the other hangout either. So
that's not true because in the other
I'm not going in the other hangout. I'm going to bed.
So I'll be in there.
Yeah, so I know Brink will be there. Wolf will be there. Yeah, it's past West's bedtime. Eric got to go to the gym now.
Well played, sir. Well played.
But you're not wrong.
Anytime fitness, he can go whenever.
Yeah,
24/7, right? Grind every.
Man, you don't go in the middle night. That's when you catch everybody in the damn steam boxes. No, thank
God, he wasn't doing push-ups during the show.
Blanks.
He's doing leg curls. That's why you can't see him.
Eric, I never see you on some woman influencer at the gym yelling at you for looking at her.
Nope,
just because you walk by her camera.
That would never happen.
I just hope that never happens to you, bro.
I see those people and go the other way, bro. I do not need that type of drama in my life, man.
But you know one of them. You've seen the video. Like, dude is literally just walking by, and then
like, yo,
this girl starts screaming at him. Why are you looking at me for? Yeah.
Oh, and you know,
because you got a hot ass.
That's what we need, someone to come back with us. What are you doing? Yes, that's right.
You're walking around in those tights or whatever the hell they are, and you expect me not to look.
Bring like, bro, bring like, you know how hot you look with a scarlet head on you?
He's not wrong.
You're wearing bright colors, of course I'm looking.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Sorry.
Stay tuned for the link for the after hangout, guys.
All right.
Yep.
Bye.
Peace.
Hit the button.
Say it with me now.